Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. A little bit of a breezy one. Looking at those flags flying at the home of economy, Skycam in Grand Forks. Otherwise, temperatures have been decently mild today, generally in the 40s. We're at 45 here in Fargo. We were a little warmer a couple of hours ago, but behind a cold front and with overcast skies now, we've dropped down to 45, 43 at this time in Moorhead, with winds out of the north gusting to 33 miles per hour. In Grand Forks, current temperature of 38 degrees, feels like 27, with winds out of the north gusting to 33 miles per hour. Temperatures were at 41 in Bemidji, 40 in Baudette, 42 Devil's Lake, the warm spot 50 in Aberdeen, South Dakota. At this time, we're dealing with a bit of wind today, though. As expected, we're seeing some of those gusts over 35 miles per hour, 36 miles per hour in Jamestown and Oaks, 38 Sisseton, 39 in Aberdeen. As for the cloud cover, we've seen it increasing. This morning we had plentiful sunshine. Even during the lunch hour, we had just a couple of clouds moving in, but now pretty overcast across our viewing area, along with a few showers as well. Here's the bigger picture. Heavy snow in parts of Wisconsin. We've got severe weather pushing into Kentucky, Indiana, all the way down into Alabama, Arkansas. Severe weather risk, a level 4 out of 5. We're watching for some severe weather to continue to develop. Tornado outbreak, large hail, damaging winds. Closer to home, just a few rain showers. Not expecting any severe weather. I do expect that windy conditions will linger for several more hours. Diminishing wind later on tonight, but still breezy during the overnight hours and still pretty cloudy as well. That keeps temperatures mild into tomorrow morning, generally in the 20s and low 30s. The good news, we'll see diminishing cloud cover. By the afternoon tomorrow, this is the lunchtime hour, mostly sunny, but the wind picking back up out of the north. Again, some gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour, but temperatures again pretty similar to what we've seen today, although a couple degrees warmer with the help of the sunshine, 40s to some low 50s. Tomorrow afternoon, this is a snapshot of 4 p.m. 47, Wadena, Roseau, Detroit Lakes, Valley City, Harvey, 52 here in Fargo, 49 in Grand Forks and Wahpeton. However, we've been talking about the potential for a few windy days. So here's a look at the wind trend in Fargo. This doesn't include gusts. This is just talking about sustained winds. So Saturday and into Sunday, we're watching for some more significant wind gusts as well. And with sunny and dry conditions expected, especially on Saturday, we have to watch for that fire weather risk as well. As for temperatures, they keep climbing. We're talking 60s on Saturday. A brief cool down Sunday. That's our next chance for some showers as a front moves through. And some of those showers and the cloud cover look to stick around into Monday. Now, Monday is the solar eclipse on April 8th. I know a lot of folks very excited about that. I am too. We'll carefully be watching the cloud cover, hoping to blow more of it out down to the south and east so we can get a little better glimpse of the eclipse. But so far, it's looking like it's going to be pretty cloudy.
All right, I'll definitely take your word for it, Summer. Summer, thank you so much.